Welcome back to Trove One, everybody. So we're gonna have a quick little informational slash review slash, I don't know what you want to call it. This is the Dometic CFX45 refrigerator that we have been running in our camper for the last 4 years. It's a little fridge, got some nice space in it, basket. It's dirty right now. We're about to clean it, throw it in the camper and go on a trip. It runs off of AC or DC. We have run this fridge for 4 years straight, 24/7. Maybe occasionally off very briefly, but for the most part, when we get done with a camping trip, I carry this thing inside, I plug it into AC power, it sits on the floor in our house. And that's what we've done for 4 years straight. So this thing has run a lot. I don't know if that's typically how these are expected to be used. I know a lot of people probably just power theirs down and then use it whenever they need it. Ours has been running for 4 years straight. And it has performed flawlessly. And I keep thinking, I need to do a review on this, but then it's like, well, there's nothing to review. It's just worked perfectly for 4 years, which is exactly what I wanted. That's why I bought a Dometic and spent the money on it. And then today, I noticed this as we were packing up for a trip. Right here on the display, it says it is 82 Fahrenheit, which that reads the temperature inside the refrigerator. It is set on 36 Fahrenheit. But there is ice condensation. Of course, it doesn't have anything in it right now, so that makes it a little bit off, but it usually still reads the correct temperature. So it's sitting and just running constantly. So I think either it's reading incorrect temperature or maybe a temperature probe fell out of something and it's reading ambient, but ambient is not 80, it's like 68 in this shop right now. So I'm gonna try to take this thing apart, see if I can find a sensor or something that maybe is disconnected or unplugged or not hooked up in the right spot. We've got something maybe fell loose and I don't know. It's still working. It may freeze all of our food. If it thinks it's 84, it'll keep running and running and running and running and trying to cool it down so it'll just get as cold as it possibly can. Or it's because it's empty and this whole video is pointless. And if I find that out, I won't put this video up. But I think I got a problem. So I'm gonna take this thing apart and see. Otherwise, this thing has been fantastic. I'd buy another one in a heartbeat because it's been a great refrigerator and we've run it a lot. All right, there's a bunch of screws in the bottom here, so I'm just gonna take this thing apart and see what sort of damage I can cause. Some torques right there. It would appear once you get these 4 screws out and the 2 on this side, this pan will just slide down. That's got our power wires going to it. See what we got in here. Kind of dirty, definitely could use some cleaning. Well, all our other stuff's mounted to this. Wonder where our temperature sensor is at. Alright, here's what it looks like inside here. Got our power outlets there, wiring goes in. It's like some sort of controller box up here. I'm guessing that's your compressor right there. And then down in here, there's a fan. That's like a little PC fan down there. I need to get to that. That is, you can see all the dust in there. It's dirty, so. Got this loose. I'm gonna try to pull all this out of here. See what it looks like. All right, we can't pull this out very far. You can see right in there, our lines go in right back in there. The lines go into the refrigerator portion. And then right up in here, right there, that I think is gonna be the temperature sensor, because that's a little wire that goes in there, so I'm guessing that's our temp sensor. So I'm gonna try to clean this up while I got it apart. Don't think there's much I can do, because I think that temp sensor is like, it's gotta be inside the wall. I don't think I can see it on the inside. I'll look inside and see, but that's kind of what it looks like if you take one of these things somewhat apart. You can't pull it too far apart because you got all these lines coming off here, but kind of interesting. All right, I got it powered back on, and it still appears to be working, so I didn't break it. I definitely got a lot of dust out of there. Probably should take compressed air and blow these out on a regular basis, keep dust from building up on the fans and stuff, especially considering the atmosphere they're running around in a lot of times. I'm gonna put some stuff in this and see if it's just reading incorrect temperature. I've never seen it do it before. I'm gonna see if it's reading incorrectly because it's empty and that's messing with it, or if it's actually got a problem with that temperature sensor. I don't know if I can get it repaired or anything like that. I'm not really sure. It's probably not worth it by the time you shipped it off and got it repaired and shipped it back. But I'm gonna do a couple more tests and then we'll see if we actually have a problem with it or if it's still working. All right, guys, so a little more research on the fridge. I got it torn apart here. This is the temperature sensor right up in here, and you can order replacements. This is, I believe, the right one. Had a little bit of hard time finding information. Looking at it here, there's a little red plug right here, and this plug is slightly different, but I think it'll fit. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna pull this one out, and then I'm gonna replace it with this one, and we're gonna see if it works. Don't know, but we're gonna find out. There's the old sensor. I'm not sure what all that white goop is on there. Definitely some moisture around that. It has this rubber sealant stuff on the back side. I think I can reuse it. Wonder if something got in there or if that's some sort of anti-corrosion lubricant or what. I'm not really sure. It doesn't smell like food or anything, so I'm thinking that maybe it's supposed to be in there. That's the little hole right there. So we're gonna slide this new sensor up in there and see if it'll work. This little red clip right here, it's in there, but it feels really tight and it's not actually clipping in place. I'm not sure it's the right, I might not have the right one here, but it does fit, so we'll try it and see. It is making contact, the wires are making contact, so if it's the right thing, it should work, but certainly either it's poor fitment, it isn't from Dometic, it's something I found on Amazon, precision temperature control. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll put it back together, fire it up tonight, and see if it works. It was showing variable temperatures, but basically all in the 70s and 80s. It didn't fluctuate very much at all, and it was way off from what it was supposed to be. And then it was making the fridge run constantly, so it was just a freezer. I don't even know what temperature, but it was freezing things pretty quick, so it was very cold in there. All right, I got it back together. Let's plug her back up and see if anything works or starts smoking. Okay, we got lights. That's good. 75. I'm not sure what temperature it is out here right now. Set temp 36. Okay, let's just roll with that. We'll see what it does. See if it starts dropping the temperature, and if heard the compressor kick on. That's good. See if that temperature changes or if it's just going to stay at 75 indefinitely. I don't know. We'll see. We'll let it run tonight and see if I fixed it, or see if I need to try something else, or if I gotta get a whole nother refrigerator. All right, let's see if our fridge is working. Hey, it's showing 34 degrees, which is what it was set at. And it's cold. All right, needs to be cleaned good, but I think we got it fixed. Put that new temperature sensor in there and it should be good to go. So that's good, because that was cheap and I don't have to buy a new fridge. So that's the Dometic CFX45. It's been a fantastic fridge. So first issue we've had, and I was able to get a part and fix it. So we'll keep running it for as long as it lasts. That's all I got for today. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.